So I'm doing another brief video about legalizing cannabis, medicinal cannabis, CBD oil, and any other extracts. Well, every other extract taken from the plant, because it's medicinal, and has benefits, would benefit, does benefit. But I'm just a bit pissed off because talking about it in circles with people who work within the NHS, people who are paying like £90 a session for homeopathic sessions, £90 each one, and talking about how standard medicine just doesn't do it. It's and all the homeopathic options, do work for this particular person. This particular person was talking specifically about asthma, but it's concerning many other issues as well that this herb would benefit. I'm the reason I'm a little bit is because a little bit I suppose in thought is because I've got one friend in London who's very passionate, a lady who's very passionate and is using the words bullshit by the government and bullshit by because it's basically, look, we're sick of it. We're sick of it. And I'm sick of it. It's, we're getting treated like this. The most intelligent people, are the ones, that are crying out for this medication, this medicinal plant. And, the people that I've just seen on an ITV thing about two people sort of saying, well, we can't legalise it until this is done. But the two supposed doctors that were sat there, they look so unhealthy. How can they be advocates of whether this plant works? And when they look like I mean, maybe I should put a picture up of how unhealthy they look, and they're not a representation of the good effects of modern medicine or anything, or maybe they are a representation of the effects of the pharmaceutical industry, yes, but they're not helping, they're not promoting the use of CBD oil or medicinal cannabis. And, you can tell on this interview that they're just put in place to subdue the public, make out that things need to go through a certain process. Sorry, but it is bullshit. Bullshit. We've seen it years and years and years. Bob Marley was on about it. And before, I mean, pre 1930s, it was standard medicine. And thousands of years before then. Um, I don't need to go through all this is why, people are aware. But um, the same bullshit, yeah. Um, I'd like to put this lady's video up, but I don't want to expose her, So obviously I'd ask whether I could, but I'm also sort of like, well, I should contemplate, just make sure everything's I suppose exercised every other option, tried every other option, and then whatever you have to resort to, or whatever else would be a good way forward of challenging this idiocracy that's ruling us. 'Cause it is an idiocracy. Awkwardness between me and a pharmacy worker today. But it shouldn't be there. It's is it simply because I put forward my point of view? Yes, it is, because I could feel it, and it's like, yeah, it's I surely they're aware, surely, but I think what it is there's people who just want an easy life and won't come out and say my perspective is my life is a blessing, and I have the obligation to do the best with that life that I can. You know, it's not like an easy ride. It's because if it's an easy ride, then you're not gonna achieve higher sort of. You're not gonna see the light, I suppose. If you just want to fizzle out, that's not my. But I can see that this would bloody help so many people, and it's aggravating. It's that people are just being fobbed off again. You just yeah, and they're gonna do it and do it and do it because they don't have a moral bone in their body. Certainly comes across like that. Where's the moral fibre? The healthcare system's been ripped apart by these idiots, the idiocracy, and we have an obligation to question it for our children's sake. If not, it's the ongoing pattern of life, circle of life. So, yeah, it's just important for me to put a brief video together, and just question, why aren't we being respected as human beings?